women only respect men that they're afraid to lose. This is something that a lot of guys get confused by, because a lot of guys, they think, rightfully so, they think that if I'm just nice, if I'm just kind, if I take her out on dates, if I treat her well, she'll like me. I'm being a good guy, I have a good job, I have this, I have that, why wouldn't a girl want to date me, right? But then we go online or we go in real life and we see that most guys are still single nowadays. A lot of guys are still struggling to get a date. A lot of guys are still struggling to get a girlfriend. A lot of guys are still struggling to get laid. Women will go and they'll say that they want a guy who's emotionally available, who's consistent, who treats them with respect. But again, those guys are out here, but a lot of you guys are not getting what you want. You're not getting what you think you deserve. Because you would think logically that putting in more effort will breed loyalty from her, will breed respect from her. In reality, it doesn't. She doesn't fear losing you. She doesn't think you're gonna walk away. Women just are naturally wired to think more emotionally rather than logically. And a lot of times the reason they think this way is because they just need to feel something emotionally. Again, this is all primal, this is all subconscious. You could be giving a woman the world, you could be taking her out on all these fancy dates, on extravagant vacations, you could be getting married to her, you guys could be on her honeymoon. And women have literally said this themselves. I'm not talking out my ass, I'm speaking directly from the words that women have said. You could do all these things, put all this effort into her, but her heart could still be with another guy. Her mind could still be on another guy. Her pussy could still be craving another man. You would never know. She will never let you know. She will never show that. She'll have her poker face on. How many times have we heard that the dude that she actually wants is a guy who doesn't give her any attention, doesn't really give her any time, doesn't really put any effort into her, but she still wants that guy and she doesn't want you? Well, why does she want that guy? It makes sense, like, why would a woman want to be with a guy that's gonna walk away from her? Like, why wouldn't she want to be with a guy that is committed to her, is not gonna walk away? She wants that guy because that guy is grounded in who he is. That guy knows who he is and he just walks like he knows who he is. Like, the way he carries himself is that he knows who he is and he's not trying to please anybody. He's not trying to say all the right lines to her. He's not trying to be super overly nice to her like you might be. That's the difference between that guy and you, is that you're trying too hard and that guy's not. That's like the number one rule with women: don't try too hard. A lot of guys say, oh, I want a submissive woman. You can't force a woman to submit to you. That's just something that naturally happens when you're grounded in your masculine. She feels comfortable to submit to her own feminine, right? And then you guys have a natural polarity of masculine and feminine. But when you're overly needy, you're overly chasing, you're overly giving to her without her having to do anything, you're just giving her all this free attention, free energy, and she doesn't have to earn it. Now she doesn't respect you as much. Now she doesn't value you as much, because we're not going to value something that we get for free as much as something that we have to work for, right? It's like you buy something for $1,000, you're going to make sure that you get your $1,000 worth out of that thing, whatever it might be, versus you got something for free. You might still like it, but you're just not going to value it as much. That's exactly what you're doing. You're the free sample, whereas that guy who's not trying too hard, he's the $1,000 product. She's going to justify that guy a lot more because she had to work harder to get that guy. He triggered something within her primally, subconsciously. What it comes down to is that guy respects himself. That guy respects his own standards. And you are not. When you're chasing, when you're overly validating her, you're not respecting yourself. And so that sets the tone with her. Now you're letting her know, okay, this guy doesn't respect himself. This guy doesn't respect his own time, his own attention, his own energy. So why should I? She hasn't had to match any effort to you. She hasn't had to match energy with you. That's when you get into the simp territory. That's when you get into the nice guy, the I see you like a friend, I see you like a brother territory. The guy that doesn't really turn her on physically, but you know, you're there for her emotionally, your shoulder to cry on, whatever. Dating, romance, all this stuff, it's a dance. It's a back and forth. You know, you take a step forward, she takes a step forward. You take a step, she takes a step. It's a back and forth. So you need to start respecting yourself. That's really the only solution. You need to respect yourself. You need to honor your value. You need to respect your time, respect your attention, respect your energy. Again, if she's not investing in you, why are you going to invest in her? It's a two-way street. Don't just sit here and see someone who looks really attractive and just be like, oh my God, she's so hot. Like, I want her, I need her. It's like, I feel like as guys, we just get too caught up in the looks. We got to look past that. You know, what's her personality like? What's her interest level in you like? Is she actually trying to match energy with you? No more giving away our time, energy, and attention for no reason. High interest only. We're not interested in medium interest or low interest, you know, wishy-washy, hot and cold people. And ladies, if you're watching this, same thing, just flip it. Don't waste time with a guy who's not investing in you. If you're giving him all your attention, but he's not giving anything to you, and then you're sitting here complaining about it, like, that's not the guy for you. The right guy for you is going to be probably more like the guy I mentioned in the beginning, who's actually emotionally available, who's actually willing to put an effort into you. But guys and girls, it's a two-way street. We got to match energy with each other. We got to see who's on the same wavelength with us. When you do this, the cream of the crop will rise to the top. And what I mean by that is the people who are really interested in you, when you start respecting yourself, you start setting the tone, you start setting boundaries, the people who are really interested in you, they'll see that and they'll respect that. They'll be like, oh, like I have to come correct. I want to see where things go with them. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to respect that. I'm going to respect their boundaries. And that's what people will say when you set your own boundaries for yourself. When you have those standards for yourself, first and foremost, when you respect yourself, you're telling other people non-verbally, you're telling them how to treat you. It's easier for other people to respect you when you respect yourself. You're setting the tone for them on how they should treat you. The wrong people, the people who aren't there for you or who aren't interested in you, they'll just remove themselves. They'll move themselves out the way. They'll see like, oh, this is too much work. This person's too much effort. I don't want to deal with all that. And then they weren't the right fit for you anyways, if they're thinking that. So then that's a good thing. By respecting yourself, you just immediately eliminated a bunch of people who weren't going to be a good fit for you. And now you can focus on the people who are a good fit for you. You don't earn respect by doing more. You earn it by doing less, by trying less. If you take anything away from this video, respect yourself and don't try super hard. This is what I want you to take away from this video. Just be yourself. Be who you are. Be comfortable and confident in who you are and expressing that to the world. And then the right people will be there for you. You won't spend your time wasting energy, wasting attention, wasting money on people who don't really want you, who don't really feel the same way about you. This is like a filter. We're screening people. We don't want to waste time out here. We want to screen out the medium interest people, the low interest people, and screen in the high interest people. Because I don't know about you, but I only want to date people who are interested in me. I only want to date women who are interested in me. I only want to sleep with women who are interested in me. I don't get all these people who keep chasing after a person who doesn't really want them, you know? It just doesn't make sense. Like, I want to meet someone who wants to match energy with me, you know? Like, and I would imagine that if you're watching this video, you feel the same way. So that's why women only respect guys who they're afraid to lose. Because when they're afraid to lose you, it means they value you a lot. It means that they're genuinely interested in you. It means that you respect yourself enough to walk away if need be. You're willing to walk away. In sales, whoever's willing to walk away from the negotiation has all the power. And that's you when you respect yourself and you set boundaries for yourself and you don't deal with anyone who doesn't meet your standards or your boundaries. This is how you live as a whole person. You don't want to go into a relationship as two incomplete people, like codependent on each other. That's not healthy. Codependency is not healthy. You want to be a whole person, a whole individual person who is healthy on their own, with or without anyone else. And then you meet someone else who is naturally on the same wavelength as you, you guys are on the same type of timing and you're attracted to each other naturally because of that, and you're two whole independent people who are choosing to come together to make each other's lives better and happier. I hope this made sense to all you guys and girls out there. Forgive me if I sounded low energy. I'm pretty tired today. Let me know in the comments what made sense to you, what didn't, what kind of videos you want to see next. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.